Assalamu alaikum dear students. I hope you all will be fine. This is your science class and I am your science teacher. Today we will learn unit number 11 that is taken from your amazing science book 3. The title of unit number 3 is The Sun and the Planets. In our previous lecture we have learnt about soil, fertile soil and kinds of soil. So students, will you please tell me how many kinds of soil we have learnt in our previous lecture? Let me tell you. We learned loamy soil, clay soil and sandy soil. In this lecture, inshallah, we will learn about Milky Way, stars, comets, asteroids and planets. Our first topic is the Milky Way. If you look up at the sky, you might see a fuzzy band of light across the sky. This band is known as Milky Way. You people can see in this picture, here we have a band of fuzzy light, or we can say these are fuzzy stars. So basically इस बैंड को मिल्की वे कहा जाता है. These stars belong to a great island of stars spinning through the space. This island is called Milky Way Galaxy. Earth is also a part of this galaxy. ये जो stars होते हैं ये इस island से belong करते हैं और Earth भी इसी island का part है जिसको हम Milky Way Galaxy कहते हैं. Universe, star, comets, meteors, asteroids and planets. All these bodies are in vast space called universe. Universe के अंदर stars, comets, planets ये सारी चीज़ें पाई जाती हैं. Stars. Stars are big balls of burning gases. They gives out heat and light. Sun is also a star. Stars appear dim and small from the earth because they are at great distance from the earth. In this picture, you people can see here we have many stars. Stars are big balls of burning gases. ये होती तो बहुत बड़ी बड़ी बॉल्स हैं बर्निंग गैसेस की, लेकिन ये हमें बहुत ही स्मॉल दिखती हैं बिकॉज अर्थ और स्टार के दरमियान काफ़ी डिस्टेंस होता है, इसकी वजह से वो हमें स्मॉल दिखती हैं और डिम दिखते हैं. They gives out heat and light. As I told you before, stars are big balls of burning gases. Burning gases always gives out heat and light. So stars also gives out heat and light. Sun is a big ball of burning gas. So we can say it is also a star. As it becomes dark, the star appears in the sky. During the daytime, there are stars in the sky, but we cannot see them. Our next topic is planets. Planets are basically the bodies that move around the sun. This is sun and these are planets. Basically, they are moving around the sun. The sun has 8 planets moving around it. सन के पास 8 planets हैं जो कि उसके इर्द गिर्द मूव कर रहे हैं. The sun and its planet make up a solar system. अब इस sun और बाकी इन planets को देखा जाए तो ये क्या बना रहे हैं? Solar system. Each planet spins on its own axis like a top. It goes round the sun. The path of the planet around the sun is known as orbit. An asteroid. In this picture, you people can see here we have an asteroid, which is basically a rocky lump which circles around the planets. Comet. Comet are basically wandering lumps of ice and dust. They are made up of ice and dust. They have large glowing head like that and a tail of dust and gases. Meteors. In this picture here we have a meteor. Meteors are tiny pieces of rock from outer surface which are rushing through the upper layer of atmosphere. The friction of the air makes the pieces heat up and glow. Most of them burn up and turn to the dust. People call them shooting star. Sometimes ऐसा होता है कि हमें स्काई पे ऐसा लगता है कि कोई सितारा जो है वो शूट कर रहा है या टूट के गिर रहा है. बेसिकली वो meteors होते हैं. Meteorites are basically tiny pieces of rocks that comes from the space that do not burn up completely before falling to the ground. When they fall to the ground, they make huge holes. In this picture, you people can see here is a big hole made by meteorite. Our next topic is planets of solar system. In our solar system, we have 8 planets which are revolving around the sun. First one is Mercury, then Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. In this picture, you people can clearly see that here is a sun, which is basically a star, and all other 8 planets are revolving around this sun. Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet. It is closest to the sun. It is very hot because it is closest to the sun. No plants and animals live on it. It has dry valleys and mountains. मरकरी जो है बहुत ही स्मॉलेस्ट प्लैनेट है जो कि सन के सबसे ज़्यादा करीब पाया जाता है. कि बहुत ज़्यादा हॉट होता है बिकॉज ये सन से बहुत ज़्यादा क्लोज है. Venus is the planet that is second closest planet to the sun. It is as big as Earth. It is covered with a thick layer of clouds. It has no water, plant and animals. It has mountains and plains. It is very hot and dry. It shines brightly in the sky in the evening, so it is also known as evening star. Earth. Earth is the third planet from the sun. It has air and water, so plants and animals can survive there. It's not too hot or too cold. It takes an orbit around the sun in 365 days, which is approximately a year. अब यहाँ जो एटमॉस्फेयर होता है वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा मॉडरेट होता है. ना तो ज़्यादा ठंड पाई जाती है और ना ही ज़्यादा गर्मी पाई जाती है. Mars is known as red planet because its soil is red. मार्स को रेड प्लैनेट भी कहा जाता है बिकॉज जो इसके ऊपर सॉइल पाई जा रही है ना वो बेसिकली रेड कलर की होती है. इट इज़ वेरी कोल्ड एट नाइट. नाइट में बहुत ज़्यादा ठंड पाई जाती है. इट हैज़ 2 स्मॉल मून्स. इसमें जो नंबर ऑफ मून्स पाए जाते हैं बेसिकली वो 2 होते हैं. मार्स ऑर्बिट द सन इन 700 डेज. अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 700 डेज में सन के इर्द गिर्द जो मार्स है वो अपना एक ऑर्बिट कंप्लीट करता है. नाउ हियर इज़ अ जुपिटर. It is the largest planet. It is covered with cloud. It has 63 moons. It has large ring around it. It takes 12 years to orbit the sun. Jupiter जो है वो सबसे ज़्यादा largest planet है. Basically ये cloud से cover हुआ होता है और 63 moons जो हैं इस planet पे पाए जाते हैं. It has ring around it. इस प्लैनेट के इर्द गिर्द एक रिंग पाया जाता है. रिंग ऑफ गैसेस वी कैन से. और अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 12 ईयर्स लगते हैं सन के इर्द गिर्द एक ऑर्बिट कंप्लीट करने में. Saturn has many bright rings around it. It has 53 moons. It is colder than Jupiter. It takes an orbit around the sun in 29 years. Saturn is very far away from the sun. That is why we can say that it takes too much time to complete its orbit. Uranus is very cold because it is very far away from the sun. It has many rings and moons around it. Basically, Uranus जो होता है बहुत ज़्यादा cold प्लानट कहलाता है बिकॉज वो सन से बहुत ज़्यादा फासले पे पाया जाता है. इसके इर्द गिर्द बहुत ज़्यादा रिंग्स पाए जाते हैं और काफ़ी सारे मून्स इसके अराउंड पाए जाते हैं. नेपच्यून इज़ कोल्डर देन यूरेनस. इट हैज़ 13 मून्स. इट टेक्स 165 years to orbit around the sun. Space travel. Machines which travel in space are basically known as spaceships और spacecrafts. वो वाली machines जो कि space में जाती हैं basically वो spaceships होती हैं या वो spacecrafts कहलाती हैं. People who travel in a spaceship are basically astronauts. वो लोग जो कि space में travel करते हैं वो astronauts कहलाते हैं. Astronauts carry oxygen in the special tanks. They need oxygen to breathe because there is no air in the space. As you people know that in space there is no oxygen. Space में कोई oxygen नहीं पाई जाती. जो एस्ट्रोनॉट्स होते हैं जब वो स्पेस में ट्रैवल करते हैं तो वो बड़े बड़े टैंक्स अपने साथ कैरी करते हैं ताकि वो वहाँ पे सर्वाइव कर सकें. That was it for today's lecture. Thank you so much students for attending this lecture. Stay home, stay safe. Allah Hafiz.